Nigerians blast Deeper Life General Overseer Pastor Dr. William Kumi for saying that the present economic hardship bedeviling the country is not peculiar to Nigeria alone but a universal experience of even developed economies. Kumuyi said this while feeding questions from journalists on arrival at the venue of the April edition of the Global Crusade with Kumuyi at Aba Mega Hall, Abia State, that other countries were passing through similar economic challenges, manifesting in job losses, replacement of humans by technology and robots, as well as taxes. The cleric, however, expressed optimism that the economy was on the way to recovery, observing that there are indicators that the economy would rebound and stabilize, and asked Nigerians to likewise pray for the country.
W.F. Kumuyi, William F. Kumuyi. He's a great man of God anyway. I have respect for him. Um, he really talk. He hadn't make any speech, and whenever he talks, some level of reservations spreads across board. Let me just explain this. We cannot continue to compare ourselves with other economies of the world because Nigeria has a different environment from what the world used to have, other places used to have. Our economy is different, our structure is different, our resources is different. Everything about Nigeria is different from other countries. So if you get to compare the economic situation in the country with the global economy, I think I have my reservations on that. Let me tell you, we are going to start agitating for more reform in the Pentecostal churches. The reform is not going to come because God says so also reformed. That's why we have Pentecostal. So we are looking at these men of God who we see as powerful great pastors. A lot of them had someone like Winners Chapel has continued to make a certain statement about governance in Nigeria. That is understood. Winners Chapel knows that there's nothing like leadership in Nigeria. Everything is just upside down. Everything about Nigeria is stage managed. The economy is state managed, everything governance is state managed, at the federal level, state managed, EFCC, complete Nollywood. So what W.F. Kumi is trying to say is, I have my reservation. The level of my reservation I have, with due respect, is that in 1999, when Obasanjo came into power, in 2002, when Ribadu was appointed the EFCC chairman, ICPC, EFCC was set up. They asked Ribadu to do thorough report on how much that has been misappropriated in Nigeria. And after when Ribadu came up with that report, it was discovered that the sitting president was also indicted. That the money that has moved mysteriously from the coffers of Nigeria is enough to transform the whole of Africa. That was Ribadu in 2002. But I want you to understand whether these men of God understand whether we know that a lot of them, God has blessed them to a certain level that they are not seeing what we are seeing on the streets on daily basis. They are not experiencing the economic atmosphere, harshness. Look at the dollar. How much is dollar? I want a situation where I will have a kind of a talk with Reno Omokri. Reno that claims, say those guys, something is wrong with them. That wear belly face, neither they go. But that's not the topic for today.
So who's going to reform the church?
No, the government, you see, bros, at a certain point, at a certain point, we know how this thing came about. From Catholic, we have Protestant, from Protestant, we have a Pentecostal, and so it keeps on reforming. As the one we are talking about now, that these churches, at the level they are now, they control almost 50% of human resources and employment in Nigeria. They can also channel their strength to farming. There's nothing wrong if a church can go into farming. Is there anything wrong with that? There's nothing wrong if a company, if a church can own a massive pure water company or even an industrial estate. There's nothing wrong with that. Let us build humanity, not structure. Yes, let us build human being, not structure. That's what we're talking about. The church can do it. It's not a crime. If the church can own a school, though a lot of us cannot be able to afford to go to those schools, they can own a school.
Education is money.
That's what I'm saying. Education requires money, but most of them acquired education free of charge. I'm not saying that money should not be paid for, but at least at a certain level, it still leaves a lot of people vulnerable in the society. If you do not have millions, you cannot buy ordinary government property. Somebody are paying 30,000 naira per month, and the government said that this house is a low-cost house, and they say the price is 45 million. Where are they expecting you to get 45 million to get a property, acquire a property? They said it's a low-cost house. Because everything about Nigeria is fraud. So that is why when this man of God says certain things, because they seem to have some kind of relationship with these people. They visit their churches, they visit them. They cannot be able. You see how we understand things in the Bible? Is how the prophets of the old explain things or talk about things or even challenge the status quo. When Jesus Christ was preaching the gospel, Herod and all the rest, them, they were afraid. They don't know what he's talking about. But he insisted, he shouted. Why is it that, anytime they want to make a statement about Nigeria, they become diplomatic because they will be threatened that the church will start paying tax or the government has every right to shut down the church? Who told you that? Government itself started from the church. The National Assembly, the Senate, the Presidency, the Speaker, or whatever you call them, they say they were modeled after a church. Government started from the church. A mosque, I don't want to use it. I use Putin mosque. I don't know about that. But I'm talking from that perspective, that it is high time we start seeing reforms in that angle. But they can own schools, billions of schools. Then you're blaming government that government are not doing well. Can the church? It's a question I'm asking. I'm not against the church. I'm a Christian. I'm a Biafran, and I'm a Christian. I believe in Christianity. I believe that Jesus Christ died for my sin. That is okay. The government of this world, of this any nation, that's why when we talk about Biafra, we talk about the kingdom, we talk about divinity. Look at America. They said in God we trust. And look at how God has been able to provide in Nigeria. They talk about unity 200 times and there's no unity. So this man of God that apart from David Oyedepo, I've never seen a man of God so far who has come out often to challenge and tell truth to power. You see this man that was very, it's not okay. Nigerians are going through this kind of a thing, and you're trying to tell us that the will of God, that Tinubu is the will of God in Nigeria. No.
Let's read the message. Let's focus on the message. Sorry, let's read the message there. Let's focus on the message. This hardship is not peculiar to Nigeria alone.
That is what I'm explaining. Let me give you an instance. A certain king was about to go to war, and he gave the key to where the wife is staying. That I am going to war, you are my aide, take this key. After 4 days I did not return, please open the door. I dash you my wife. And the king zoom off and started going to the war. Before the king moved from here to Shagamu, the aide has started running after, telling the king, you gave me the wrong key. But the king said, no, I said after 4 days you can open the door. The how come you suddenly know that it is the wrong key? That's my reaction to that question. That is my answer to that question. And that is exactly why our mandate in Nigeria does not speak for the masses. Yes. The custodians of our destinies and our identity has continually betrayed the trust we bestowed on them as servants.
Now, the Kumuyi can come out now and tell me that hardship reach him family.
That the same hardship, is it reach for your own family? That hardship for his school, I think he get university, get secondary school, get nursery school and primary school. Did the Kumuyi reduce price for his school? Did the common people attend his school? Okay, you know that the thing is not only Nigeria. Why in school fees common people cannot attend his school? Kumuyi don't have private jet. I think he's an ordinary pastor. Nigeria government supposed to investigate that man, whether his school, whether it's only this church thing they run. Is it only that they have church? What is a respected man of God? If you call yourself a respected man of God, see how Nigeria is doing. How many people for the man help for this called Nigeria, the Zoom country? They are the one that will still go to Abuja and whatever and go. If they want the politics, they go carry the election or whatever, come and do campaign for their church. And there are people that come out and say, vote for so person. This person will make Nigeria be okay. Other country, we have United Nations, we have America, we have London, we have Canada, we have other South Africa. South Africa is our neighbor Africa here. Can you use those one compare Nigeria? Nigeria is a giant of Africa. Nigeria have more than 75% of resources in the whole world have. The Nigerian citizens can come out and say, God bless Nigeria. As Kumuyi said that as hardship is happening in Nigeria, it's happening all over the world. An American person will wake up and say, God bless America. Did the hardship not in America? Kumuyi said that the things happen all over the world. And God bless Nigeria with different type of resources. Ordinary London, yeah, they buy water to drink. They import water. But in Nigeria, yeah, we see free water drink.
And there are some places that
There are some places in Nigeria you cannot see borehole. There are how many people, the member of Kumuyi, you see their member, they be like rag. Many of them. If they don't use God, start using washing people's brain. Let's stop using God name and lie and steal. It's because of God is a merciful God. God supposed to use, God of Israel is supposed to use thunder and strike all of them one by one.
But what he's saying is it not true?
True for what?
They are not the only ones suffering in the
Oga, listen. Europe. I think in Nigeria we pray to go to Europe. Why Europe people that are not praying to come Nigeria? If you have visa now to Kumuyi church, you will see them. Everybody will go there. Glory be to God. Baba Kumuyi, pray for us. I get American visa. I get London visa. I get social visa. Because of what? That place more better, 1 million than Nigeria. Why we are running to go there? Kumuyi, if you Kumuyi sick now, you don't go there. Did the Kumuyi take treatment for Nigeria here? If you Kumuyi one flex, one kind of family flex, did the Kumuyi or what concern without deeper life or no deeper life? Did the Kumuyi flex in Nigeria here? Kumuyi will still carry his family go outside country and flex. Why you not stay for Nigeria here? You know that every other country they are passing the same to what you are passing through. Those themselves call themselves a man of God or man of whatever. Let them remove her for politics. You understand me?
all of them remove hand for politics. Because of God is not visiting them again. He can say whatever he want to say. God just look and remove eye. If the time of God of Elijah is working like he sent thunder will strike all of them one by one. I myself am a Christian. You understand me? I didn't believe when you turn Bible upside down. Bible said that hardship will come in the last day. Is it the kind of hardship we are seeing in Nigeria here? A common man, what is his name? Redeemed pastor, the honor of the pastor. Many of them that cannot see money to buy garri drink. A member cannot see money buy drink, garri drink. You tell me say the hardship too much here. Did the member see visa now to travel to South Africa? They in South Africa too far again. Ordinary Ghana here, they will be happy. They come to us again. Very be to God. I see this at Ghana. I be Ghana citizen. Look at it. You are open man. Say the hardship is not only Nigeria. What you are passing through here is not only Nigeria. What kind of useless talk is that? What concern yourself? He's a man of God for himself. What concern me? I'm not a man of God. All the whole men in this world is a man of God. Or depend the way you understand your own. Listen, when you are a Christian, you are a man of God. In the book of Matthew 24:14, Jesus Christ give us the power to go and preach the good news. Do you understand me? Jesus Christ give us the power to go outside and preach word of God. He don't call particular person. It's compulsory. Go and preach good news. What is the man saying in the church is word of God. What I'm saying outside is word of God. Some do their own for business. They do their own for business. When Paul is a Saul. When God arrests Saul to be Paul, what happened? Did Paul pursue the material thing? Let's tell ourselves the truth. Let's forget this our generation to use God and whatever, steal and lie. I didn't believe them. And those politicians that are vampire and criminal, if you want to do campaign, they go first go to church. They think they go to small church. They go to the biggest church in the Nigeria to do their campaign. They tell me that when that murderer, kidnappers come your church, with the person will not drop offering, the person will not drop check. Let's tell ourselves the truth. The time of Paul and Saul, those characters come, God will tell them, so hey, go and reconcile with your people before you drop that little thing you want to drop. But it's not like that for Nigeria here again. Is it only Nigeria that have pastor and father, reverend father, whatever? Nigeria that among us, before you count 10, 20 pastors in the world, you will see Nigeria the richest pastor in the world. Nigeria will go 10 go down from 1 to 20. They are not worshiping God, they are doing business. It's party business. Then I they eat too. No put eye for me.
The way you say it's not peculiar to only Nigeria. It's peculiar to Nigeria alone. Nigeria is different from other countries. You can't compare. Let me just say, you can't compare. Let's say South Africa. Let's say even Cotonou here with Nigeria. They are living there and living here. It's very different now. You see, when you less the lowest commodity with the food to be accommodated by Nigeria citizens, they can afford it twice in a day. There will be no anything shouting of what is the hardship that is happening. Kumuyi himself, he has millions of people where they chop anyhow. How many days, how many years, how many months, which day you don't come and say, okay, now people are suffering. This is a place without head. Let people come and register and collect food stuff. Zero. All those are propaganda of the government. They are trying to support the government on the ground, which is their failure. You can't bring that language say not only Nigeria. What do you pray? You know the pastor, you know the general overseer. Okay, your language that Nigeria, the sovereignty is above the power. Pray for our leader, push leader. Leader that is not compassionate to take you and life to the less level. Pray for him for what?
You pray for a country, not the leader. The country, the leader, their mindset. I don't think it's forwarding. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. Because lie is a problem. Is the architect of this situation we are facing. Things happen anyhow. See the Nigeria as a whole now. Things going anyhow. Nobody is under control because the government itself is nowhere to be found.